All right, guys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, guys, we are back live on the channel, getting you on the grind and improving your mind every single video and live stream that we do. So, guys, make sure you smash that like button. If you're coming in here, smash the likes, give us some support, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already, so you can keep getting these notifications and join us along our YouTube journey as we get better every single time we go live. So, today's little live stream we got for you guys. We out here, and we're gonna be reacting to some old 1930s footage, and maybe some more after we're done looking at that. Just kind of analyzing and dissecting how times have really changed and kind of our thoughts. First, I want to say, it really is crazy to look at old footage from like the glory days, right? Not cue Mr. Incredible theme, but it's really amazing how different we look now compared to how we did like just a few decades ago. Because I think, especially in America at least, we've gotten a lot unhealthier, and we've like literally we've it looks seems like we're dumber, even though we have a lot more information present from like technology and everything. It feels like humanity is getting dumber the more we go along. It's like the more access to information we have, the more ignorant we are to actually consume the useful information that we have. So it's kind of interesting how things have evolved.
Yeah, exactly. And uh I'll when we get into the footage of the 1930 stuff, I'm going to bring something up that I think is important. Um but we'll just get into that. I don't want to say it before we get into it. So let's just bring up the footage and let's just take a watch. It's like this is like 9 minutes long, by the way.
And we're just kind of giving our thoughts on this kind of stuff. I think it's amazing. I think looking at old footage, like through the old times, really makes you think about what life was like back then. You can hit the play. I mean, it was the same thing they did to like Wizard of Oz. That guy looks like freaking the
What
guy
the?
with the overall. No, not overall. The the shirt tucked in, and he looks like one of those like Al Capone hustlers. You know what I mean? He looks like he's about to beat up somebody. Like he looks like he's like looking for like, well, this is 1930, right? So this is like Prohibition. Isn't this during Prohibition?
Prohibition and the Great Depression as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh damn. So people were probably depressed at
Because
this time.
it was 1928 or 29.
1929.
Yeah,
Oh, I
1929.
completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
So you see people walking around. If you notice, I mean, we're just gonna we're just gonna see the elephant in the room. I don't really see many obese people walking in the streets of New York in the 1930s. If you guys see an obese person, let me know. Um,
Yeah, right
but
now I
if you,
haven't really
I,
seen.
it's mostly men walking in their suits. I mean, it's crazy, like the sense of style. I
Yeah,
mean, you can pretty
so
much hit play the entire time.
yeah, so like that's what I was going to bring up myself. I hope you guys actually can hear us with the volume of the thing playing with us talking. But what I'm trying to say is that like Andrew said, like the sense of
Meh.
style. Everybody's dressed up very
Yeah, see,
nice.
look at that. He paused the walk.
Very oh, I can't.
See, she walked away.
Oh, she's right there. Found one.
Okay. Oh, okay. We found a overweight person. Okay, one out of like
So
200 that
so
walked by.
many that's come by. But what I was trying to say before was, and what Andrew said also, is the sense of style, right? There's not like I feel like back then there was very it was very natural and normal for people to be dressed up in like suits, for guys to be dressed up in specific suits, and like women to be dressed up in, I guess I wouldn't really call them dresses, but I guess it is like a formal dress wear
People don't even
of
dress like
some
they
sort.
used to.
And it's funny because the progression of that. So back in this time, everybody be wearing suits, but I feel like that's also because that's what they would wear to go to work and go to church, right? And so they just be continuously wearing it throughout the day, so they don't have to change or whatever.
Yeah, people actually cared about church in 1930s because literally they had no technology and they were depressed because they a lot of them lost their money
Yeah,
a year before this. So
yeah. And so then post World War II, right? Going into the nuclear family and stuff like that, then you start seeing small forms of casual wear, but they'd still wear formal wear. That's they'll wear casual wear at home when they go to the grocery store, but like if they go out to a ball game or they go out like to dinner or something like that, someone, whatever it is, they're going to be wearing formal wear. But nowadays, you don't really see that really at all. The only times you really see formal wear is at like a funeral, a
Right.
wedding, uh, and any type of like formal
Yeah,
party.
someone literally has to die in order for you to dress up. Like that's how sad our society's become. Someone either has to die or get married in order for you to like wear like pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Most
like
people never be dressing up in a day in their life.
yeah, like is like you if you've seen footage, maybe what we'll do a little bit later when we get through this is that after we're done with this video, maybe I'll find some footage of like a ball game and see from back then. You see all the people wearing suits and everything like that, and then you see ball games now where everybody's just a drunken idiot. Pretty much,
Yeah,
if you ever
fighting
seen a
each other
ball
in
game
the Yankees are
recently,
better than the Mets. No, they're not, and punch each other in the face. Yeah.
yeah, and where everybody
Hot
back
dogs are
then,
cheaper back then, but
oh yeah,
no one could afford a hot dog, so whatever.
and like I personally, as much of an annoyance it is to put on a lot of that stuff, I would rather be wearing that than just wearing casual
See who else
clothes.
is walking by. I want to
So
see. I'm gonna judge people that are probably dead right now.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that guy looks. Oh, looks miserable.
Some
Everybody's wearing a
children.
hat. This reminds me of like that movie, The Untouchables, with Kevin Costner, Robert De Niro. The Prohibition shit.
Yeah,
Al Capone's running Chicago, and who knows who the hell's running New York City during this time. You have that one woman. Okay, she looks unhappy.
oh
I guess this is the West Shore. I don't know. Oh, the ferry. The
yeah,
see someone like showing like a carriage down there. It's pretty cool. Like on the bottom left, there's someone
yeah,
like carrying a carriage. It's really cool. Everyone like wears a hat.
yeah. I mean the
Why
sun's out.
sun's out, guns out.
Sun's out. Got to put the hat on
I
to
like the
protect the
lighting. You
hat.
see someone selling like there's like a hot dog stand on the bottom right, or I don't even know what that is. No, maybe like magazines or something. Because back then they didn't have technology that we do, obviously. So they had to find other ways to sedate themselves and give
West
themselves
42nd.
entertainment. West
Oh,
42nd Street.
West 42nd
Isn't that a
Street,
movie? Right? A
12th
movie?
Avenue. I don't know.
It's like a Christmas movie or something. I think it was from.
42nd Street.
Sounds like a movie. A
Crosstown.
Christmas movie or something. Oh yeah, more footage about okay, so a bunch of girls, right? I think mid
Yeah.
age.
Well,
What does that say on the B photo?
locker.
No, I can't see that shit.
I can't read it, but it's locked out or something like that, or lock.
Propaganda.
I don't know.
Nazi propaganda. Oh wait, this is before Hitler, never mind.
It is.
Oh, is it?
This was the 1930s. I mean, the 1930s is
Well,
when
Hitler didn't really
he
get
was in
into
power. He was in
and-
power in there. He was in power.
by 1930? No, not
Yeah.
he didn't get into I thought he didn't get to
The war technically started. I think it was like 1932 or 1934.
Really?
Something like that.
Someone in the live chat would or the comment section, if you're watching play, let me know about that.
I think this is lockers.
Imagine just standing around all day in the street with no
IJ
phone.
Fox.
Yeah, me,
Locked out.
I bet people had. I mean, I would think people had better social skills back then. Bus stop. I Fox. I don't even know what that means.
IJ Fox. It's probably a business.
Yeah, maybe. That's a good way of advertising. Look at those two women.
And look at
there,
these
like,
fur coats. You don't see those
damn.
anymore.
Still, I don't
Yeah.
see any obese people out in the street. What a miracle. Maybe that's like a movie or something. I don't
And
know.
it's a lot. It's also a lot harder.
Workers of. Maybe it's like a union thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Workers of
Oh, maybe it's
Oh.
the Great Depression thing.
are
yeah.
locked out.
No, it's not good. See, people were struggling back then too, guys. Not just us. Humans throughout human history have found ways to struggle. Unfortunately.
Man, I love these hats.
Yeah, those hats are pretty badass. I kind of want to dress as like a.
I want to get it like a fedora.
Yeah, if I was not such a brokey, I would definitely buy a bunch of suits and I would represent people in the 1930s. Absolutely.
Yeah, and when we talk about like people being fat and like how there really isn't that many around
That's
during this
'cause
time.
Food was less processed back then.
Yeah, exactly.
In America, yeah.
Like if you've seen our previous live streams, and I say you should definitely go check our live streams after this and go and find the ones where we talk about McDonald's and Coca-Cola and watch us react to those videos. It gives you a lot of information about like how the times were back then, and that like the progression of how processed foods has just dramatically changed our lives. Like, I mean, like, you could barely tell because of these big overcoats, right? But like maybe she could be a little bit obese too. You never know, because like that's also a big thing with these big dress wears, is that you can't always fully tell if they are
Yeah,
like
it was also
overweight or
different.
not.
Like society now, if you, I mean, we could talk about how women dress differently now compared to, because there were more social stigmas against like women dressing provocatively, and now, I mean, like now, like women just like, especially during the summer, they're just walking out with their tits out, and whatever, which is great for me. I'm happy about that personally. I'm all about the free the nipple movement. I support that uh, because I'm selfish. But back then, there was no free the nipple. They did not have free the nipple in uh, 1930. So women were a lot more dressier. I'm using that word. Yeah, sue me. In 1930, and a lot of them were, fashion was a big thing, and they were expected to cover most of their bodies. But now, no one really cares about that, which is once again good for me, but not really good for a societal standpoint. But hey, no judgment here. So you
That
know,
dog has a sweater on. At least at least they still do that.
yeah. I mean, I really want to have one of those Model T cars. What was that? Dear Public, we can't fill these. Oh damn. Oh, he's got strikes
Yes,
going on. Yeah, so this is some Great Depression bullshit right here.
35 cents an hour. We, the employees of IJ Fox, are being skinned.
Also, something going on with the company, I guess.
Yeah, so it's either a strike, or it's probably a strike. That's probably what it is. Or they all got yeah, on strike. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we can't. With the milk. Milk was probably a lot healthier back then too.
Yeah,
Can't fill these
on 35 cents an hour.
35 cents an hour. Damn. You guys think 14 an hour is bad? It's probably 35 cents an hour. Although back then it was, I don't know, adjusted for inflation. I don't know how much that is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
One guy's like, hey, like, they all kind of look. A lot of them are looking at this. I mean, none of them seem to know that there's even a camera around.
This guy keeps trying to say something to the camera.
He doesn't even know what he's talking to.
Yeah. Little does he know he's talking to me. And you. And you.
Bring shark connections, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, imagine how much suffering there was. I mean, it must have been a completely different time to live in back then, because you could see people just like literally. I mean, it's kind of interesting to me.
Yeah, and it's so weird.
I
Like
mean,
I feel like
I
we've
like time travel
stagnated.
movies.
I feel like we've stagnated too. Like just it's like we've progressed in technology, but we've stagnated in like a lot of other shit.
I
Because like
mean, yeah,
the highest building for the longest time was like the Empire State Building and stuff, and then they made World Trade Center, and then it didn't exist anymore. And so then for a long time it was just again the Empire State Building. They never really like did anything crazy. They never I feel like they never did anything. What the hell was going on there? They never did anything like, especially like New York City. I don't know. All the other cities are just. I feel like it's about the same. I just feel like society in itself, like American society, is just stagnated. Like it just doesn't want to. It wants to progress on certain things, but at the same time, it just wants to stay the same. So certain things I feel like have just always been the same for like almost 100 years now. We're almost into the 2030s, which is weird to say. Which means
yes.
that we're almost 100 years away from this.
See what
And
other kind of
that's
footage we can find.
so that's that for that. So while I go and find something, you say something to the peoples while I go and find
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. If anyone has anything to comment, any comments in the live stream, live chat, say what's up in the live chat. Go ahead, say your opinion. We want to know. Everyone is entitled to their opinion on the internet, unless you're just outrageous. I'm curious to see, like, I mean, I think there's so many different. I mean, there's so many. I think I don't know if human dynamics really has changed, but I mean, the environment I think can change people a lot. That's why I think I really love watching the old footage, like 20s, 30s, 40s. It's very fascinating to me just to see how what our grandparents and great grandparents lived through and all the kind of things that we've always, you know, gone through. But it's know, I think that if you really pay attention to history, you can learn from the mistakes. I mean, I think there's a lot of things that we can learn from. I mean, that's one obesity is obviously the big one that we talk about on this channel because we've lost our way with food. And there was a time when the American food was not so processed. So, but now everyone walking the streets, everyone's got a gut hanging out, and it's very sad to see. But it is what it is. But, there was a time when people were not addicted to cell phones. There was a time when people were not eating McDonald's on every street corner. I mean, I think the 1920s were a lot better than the 30s, obviously. So I think people were a little more happier. So probably there was a lot of like sadness in New York City in the 1930s.
All right. So I got this. It's scenes at a Yankees versus Red Sox game, uh, at Yankee Stadium. This is from April 14th, 1931. So I'm gonna play this back. We're gonna take a look at the crowd specifically. Is what I want to look at, and then we're gonna also look at how like I mean, if you want to look at the baseball game, that's cool too. But like it'll be playing at the same time. But man, look at the people. Look at what they're wearing.
It's crazy.
Wearing suits and stuff. Well, just lower than a little bit. When the dugouts were literally just pretty much almost underground.
The good old days. Now this is a real American sport. People used to take baseball like baseball was
There's
life. Like if you ever
there's
watched
Babe
The
Ruth. Yeah.
Sandlot, if you watched The Sandlot, literally like baseball was life for those kids. It's kind of how it was, and I mean this is a true American sport. I mean, aren't these the days with like Babe Ruth,
Yeah,
Mickey?
there's Babe Ruth right there.
He leaned on another one.
That's Babe Ruth right there. He's the man himself,
That's the
the
guy.
Sultan of SWAT.
That's that guy.
There it goes.
Even Babe Ruth was sort of considered a little heavy for his time.
And there's
Now,
Lou
now,
Gehrig.
now he'd be considered skinny. So
This is my homie right here. This is the man. This is the man Lou Gehrig right here. One of the greatest players of all
I
time.
mean, I mean, this was the source of entertainment back in the 30s. This was YouTube. How YouTube is now, pretty much. This is where everyone would go. It's like the Coliseum in Rome and shit.
Yeah, like baseball was what football is right now.
Look at that. No one on their phones. What phones? They didn't exist till like 90 years later.
They're smoking, they're chilling in their suits, waiting for the game to
Making
start.
me want to smoke a cigar, honestly. Why do I feel like smoking a cigar right now?
I'll tell you when, Mr. McCarthy. What do you want us to say? Well, just hold it a minute. Hold it.
I mean, now I guess there was a good amount of audio. I mean, people were able to make films in 1930s, so quality only gets better. At least you can hear what they're saying, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
We'll get out here.
I mean, they were already coming out with movies and film, and
Same thing?
yeah. Yeah, they had
Good luck,
technically
John. Wish you lots of luck, lots of
18
success this year. And
but it was just mostly
that is when
no
we don't need
audio.
one another. Thanks, Joe. Now the same thing go for you.
pause this. Actually, make a separate tab. I want people to see what people look like now in New York City walking around.
All right.
I want to see like a.
Let me bring that up. So
We gotta show the people what they're.
let's oh, I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's fine. Sorry guys. Let us bring up now something of what people look like nowadays. And let's just go to let's find anything now. Let's see what we could find. This is oh god. Okay.
We're doing the Lord's work, ladies and gentlemen. We're
All right,
showing you what's going on.
All right, so let's see. Let me bring this up for you guys so you guys can take a look at it as well. It's This is gonna be Miami, so this might not. This is probably gonna be biased, towards probably towards beautiful looking people because Miami is a nice place.
Yeah, Miami is one of the very few. It's very. I'm trying to be nice today. I'm trying to be nice. I'm in a good mood. Miami is a place full of actually healthier people, healthier looking. Because most states high obesity levels, but I think a lot of good looking people generally come to Florida, and they're in Miami. Of course, you still get the obese people, but a lot of good looking people also there as well. They want to go to the beach, and people show off their bodies at the beach and just enjoy the beach and the sun and the waves and all that. So it's naturally environmentally biased. Okay, so it's still different compared to.
Yeah, it's nothing too crazy. Like there's one, like I seen one so far. Okay, two, three,
All right, so there's still more. I mean,
but
still
like
more than.
it's still an over majority of a lot of healthier people. Five. A lot of these people.
We're not
I
even
wouldn't.
laughing,
Yeah,
calling people fat. By the way, we're not even laughing. We're not trying to be mean.
yeah.
We're
This
just
is not
pointing
like
out
a
these things. Like, hopefully, you guys take this information and use it as motivation
six.
to be healthier.
Probably seven.
I mean, it's funny. A lot of people won't go to the beach because they're secretly just insecure to go take off their shirt
Yeah,
or get into a bathing suit. Unfortunately,
eight.
we on our mission on this channel is of course to change that.
Yeah, but the thing is to be able to change it, you need to point out the problem. You know, find the problem and then be able to fix it yourself. So, I mean, like you specifically aren't these actual people. You aren't, this person right here, most likely not. But if you take what we're saying and look and bring it into your own life, into your own perspective, then you can apply it upon yourself. But yeah, like I've probably seen probably 12 to anywhere between 12 to 15 overweight people, and there's got to be hundreds of people we've passed so far. And this I feel like that's mostly also because Florida in itself, it's close. It's one of the closest states to the equator, and so it's going to always be hot. And so there's not like a lot of time to really be sitting inside. You can always be outside doing certain things, and that's what keeps you active. Which also helps with maintaining, keeping your body fat and your body mass like down. Granted, you might be skinny fat because you're not eating properly, which is one of the more important parts of staying healthy. But nevertheless, you will still, be a lot thinner than a lot of people that don't live in Florida. So yeah, like let's see, this guy is probably one of them too. And look, you guys can look like this guy if you just put in the work.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. It is some of it is genetics, but it's also like it's
It's just
really a lot of it is nutrition.
and
Most
hard,
of it is
yeah,
nutrition, the way you
nutrition and
treat
hard work.
yourself. A lot of people do not understand that you look the way you do because you choose to look that way. And because people like to blame everything on society. See, look at that. That person's on their phone taking selfies for the gram.
Yeah,
People would rather, even on the beach, where you get sand in your phone, in your ass, all that.
pregnant.
People,
No, she's actually pregnant.
oh,
You could
oh,
tell.
oh.
No, you
They,
could tell that that person was
they
actually
get a
pregnant.
lot of so many people on. See, in the if we go to like 1960s beach footage, maybe we should do that.
You want me to go to 1960s?
Hell yeah, let's take a trip.
Let's take a trip. So I'm gonna hide you guys. I'm gonna hide this
So
from
you
you
see a lot of people
guys.
on their phone, but a lot of people also not on their phone, the tanning or looking out. I like that. I like seeing people that are just in the moment, in
You
the
want me to go to
present. Because
1960s? Oh, why am I going to 2060?
I don't want to even know what that looks like.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm gonna live that long.
Let's see what we can find. Oh, I think we've seen this. So this is same beach, or not? Maybe not the same exact beach, but this is in Miami as well.
I'll put on
Let
2 minutes.
That's all right. We're gonna bring it up so you guys can see it. But it's probably just this. I thought it was like a walkthrough.
I'm getting Scarface vibes right now. Like this is literally
This
Scarface.
is Scarface, right?
Literally Scarface.
Look at the people. Look at all these.
Still healthier than what we are today in general. See, a lot of
Kid's
kids
doing
these days.
good.
Yeah, a lot
He's
of
got a
kids.
watch on.
Oh, nice. Like a lot of
He's
kids
got
back
high
then were even
socks.
in better shape. I don't really exactly know if people were healthier. I'm sure there was still some crap behind the scenes, but in general,
They looked healthier. That's what that's the thing.
I really
'Cause-
wish I had a time machine.
Oh yeah.
If I had a time machine, I'd go back. I would change a lot of stuff. I'd probably, I don't even know. I would, if I can go back in time, I would have a really good conversation with Bill Gates and try to convince him to not be a moron in the future.
Hey, could you not be stupid?
Can you not freaking promote vaccines? Oh, did I say that? Oh,
Oops.
oops, I did it again.
Look at these nice cars too.
That's what I need. Once again, Miami is still kind of biased, even in the '60s. It was a different land.
The 3 people sitting in the front row, in the
That's the
front
mood.
seat.
That is the mood.
Yeah, there's not many people like overweight. No one's sitting around on some sort of device or anything. That's also because there wasn't really anything to be on back then, at least not in the 1960s. You don't really see people starting to do that until like past 1995, at least at least of what I've at least seen footage wise. And that's mostly because of the Nintendo Game Boy. Once the Game Boy came out, I feel like that's when you started seeing a lot of that stuff. Man, I would love to sit in one of these cars. They look so cool.
I really wish I can go back and like just live for a day during those times. It'd probably be like an experience never forget.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it seems like a simple wish, but I mean, just to look at how different things were back then.
Yeah, that's true.
I
I'm gonna
wonder
see if
what
I
else we
find
could find.
um
Show the viewers what they
Yeah.
need to see.
let me bring this up now. Let me see if I can. It's only 4 minutes, but let's see if if anything of value. It's from the 80s.
In the '80s.
Oh, it's a flyover. It looks like.
Oh, that's not fun.
Let's see if it changes. Miami looks really nice from the air. Anything on the ground? No, not really. Well, still look nice regardless. Let me go find something else real quick. It still looks good. How dare they? How dare they mess with my let's actually look at this.
We went from the
Since
30s, and now we're just looking at every decade. But fuck it.
now I did bring this up. So
People were still healthier in 1995.
I did bring this up. So I do want to show this. So this is 1995. And I did bring this up because of the Nintendo Game Boy. So I want to see if we actually see people, mostly just like kids, on devices, like sitting around or something. I want to see if there's any footage of that anywhere. I highly doubt it. It'd probably be very few. I mean, there is 24 minutes of this, but I feel like you'll probably find at least one. If this was around the same time that the Game Boy came out, because I'm pretty sure the Game Boy came out in 1995. The original Game Boy, I think so.
I know Billy Madison came out in 1995. Shout out to Adam Sandler. That I do know. I was also born in 1995 for anyone who cares about me out there.
I'm sorry. No one does.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. See? Nobody cares.
There
Actually
are
looks
people.
pretty nice,
And
actually.
you know what's funny? If it feels like there's like barely anybody in the street. Where I feel like if you go to this exact spot right now, the whole fucking street would be flooded of people. There's a couple kids. There's some people on this side. They're just chilling. They're just walking around. I feel like the camera quality was so much better in the 1960s.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here. VHS.
Oh yeah, that's actually true.
Maybe VHS recording. I don't know.
Yeah, those tapes that they use for that maybe could be the reason. I feel like they use different things for.
Yeah, people
this is
still
like
look
8-track, I
healthier
think,
than they do
technically.
now over there.
I think this is technically like 8-track or is that audio? I don't remember.
Someone in the comment section can also let us know. What is that? Oh, it's cool. It kind of like, I mean, it's so
Look at
retro.
that clock.
That's a pretty sexy clock.
I bet you can't even
honestly.
tell what that time is, guys. I bet you don't even know.
Yeah, a lot of you guys need to brush up on your Roman numerals and your script.
Yeah,
Education is failing. That's another topic.
69, nice.
Nice. Runway 69.
Nice.
Yeah, baby.
And there is some people that are still wearing like really nice stuff. Are what? Is this
Live what? P? Does that say P?
I don't know.
Oh, I know
That's
it's like a XXX, like a porno theater, I
yeah, I
guess.
think we're
That's good. Everybody needs entertainment in every way.
Olympus. Look at that. Real photography
Those are the days.
in 1995.
And now look at us now looking at this super cool camera that we have today. Maxwell House, good coffee. Actually, not really.
It was once good coffee.
Yeah.
Roxy.
Looks so cool though. Still looks like super cool.
Ellen someone. Who cares?
Nobody cares.
See? Nobody cares.
I'm going on a trip
Oh
in
look,
memory
Hertz.
lane.
Hertz, they're a dying thing right there. Kodak. I don't even think Kodak's actually around anymore.
Really? That's unfortunate. I'm just looking to see footage of Toys R Us to remind me of how fall we've fallen.
Banana Republic still around. Les Mis.
Nice. Operation Dumbo
Dumbo
Drop.
Drop.
Nice.
Whatever that means.
Oh, that was a film.
I don't
Oh,
know.
or maybe a play. Oh, I see a McDonald's logo. This is where the downfall of civilization started.
Oh yeah, 1995. I mean, like, yeah, because this is after the fact that they that McDonald's started getting rid of the beef fat oil, and they started using.
It's so trippy looking at this footage.
That's
I'm still
weird.
I'm getting chills.
That's weird.
I need a time
looking at-
machine immediately, guys. Whoever finds, if any of our subscribers builds a time machine, make sure you hit us up first so we can make a few changes.
Yeah,
I have a few complaints
I have a few complaints.
to the Time Lords.
Yeah, I must go to I must go talk to the people of McDonald's and Coca-Cola. Must stop them from making poor decisions. It's a King Kong. Nobody does it exactly like Hertz. Yeah, that type of business is pretty much dying everywhere other than like places like Florida. Anywhere that like you have to uh rent a car. Because like in New York City, you don't really need to do that. You just take taxis everywhere or like Ubers nowadays. But like if you go down to Florida and you want to like stay in Central Florida specifically, it's probably the only like real place you can actually use those. And look at the swimsuit. Look at that. They're trying to say, "Oh yeah, this is like the best swimsuit ever." Now you see,
I mean, at
you
least
see
she's
swimsuits
like,
now.
yeah,
See swimsuits now. It's like lines. It's just lines here and then a line down there, and that's it.
yeah. We this is not going very well.
It's insane.
More skin, less clothes.
Yeah, it's terrible. European.
I like that.
And these signs are so crazy too, because like you see the signs nowadays, they're like over the top, super insane. Samsung when they had
Yeah, some of you may be asking, what is the purpose of this live stream? We're just going through some old stuff, the good stuff. This is when we
whiskey.
Yeah, oh, I like that. You know, it's important to know just where we once were. You know,
Oh no!
in civilization.
Get rid of this. Get rid of this sign right
Yeah, see,
now.
that's the
This is
problem right
what's
there.
ruining
That
everything.
advertising is what has led to the OBC problem that we
Crazy
have.
for you. It's a bro.
We can't be having that.
Seinfeld. No.
Nice. Well, yeah, that show was a pretty good show.
Yeah. That,
Just guys, I would just advise you guys to never watch the show Friends ever again.
yes, please don't do that.
Yeah, it's a Simp Nation. We don't have time for simps on this channel.
Under Siege 2.
This is when sequels are just starting to go
The
crazy.
Net.
And now sequels are just everything now. Everything is a sequel to something.
Yeah.
Cinema has fallen.
I don't know what that is. Fuji? Maxell? Look at that. No one even knows what those are.
With
turntables.
for the like mixing,
Yeah, mixing boards, turntables.
the good old times. We got MTV.
MTV right there when it actually played music.
Okay, so we have a little bit of a okay.
Yeah, this is I feel like this is like the slow spark of like getting a lot of overweight people coming around.
Yeah, I mean, the '90s weren't that bad, but it was when I don't know what happened to the food system.
Roy
Roy Rogers,
Rogers.
hey, like I don't know what the hell happened because soon as like 2000 started kicking in, it's just got a hell of a lot worse. Something happened to our food system. We got to really do like more of a deep dive. I mean, we've done videos on the past, guys, but you know, please be aware of what you're consuming and what the ingredients are and the foods that you were eating every day. Highly recommend.
A little bit of an overweight.
See, yeah,
right
this is where the fat ass trend started. Right here. It's just everybody's just going crazy. This is
Oh,
what.
no. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of overweightness over here. Still, people wearing the hats. I like that.
I like that.
I like the hats. Let's bring that back, guys. Let's bring back those hats. Subscribe to something. I can't see it. I cannot read Sony. There's a forest. Using recycled paper preserves something. Yes, and they're trying to talk about supplies unlimited. They're talking about the earth and how we must recycle.
Which people are still not
What
doing.
the?
Oh. I think people had a little bit more respect for cops in the '90s than they do now.
Cops care.
Right.
People nowadays will be like, wrong. Eat the cops. People will be like, eat the cops. So like, come on, guys.
Military recruiting. I just saw like in other news, I just saw like a thing on Twitter. It was just another article saying that the military is pushing its limits to body fat percentage. Like people can now get away with having a higher BMI now in the military.
Yeah.
Just shows you how much worse things are getting. Like it's just freaking sad.
Fuji.
If any of you out there have any solutions about how we can get our military healthier, you let me know.
MTV. Gold Star computers.
Before there was World Star, there was Gold Star.
Looks like probably a little. I don't. Possibly a little bit overweight. Yeah.
Mm.
I think we've seen her before, actually.
Yeah.
Don't know for sure.
I have no idea.
Oh, come on, blurriness.
See, we're not the only camera that has blurring problems.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. Wait, when did Beauty and the Beast come out? That was like 89, late 80s, early 90s, right?
That was 1992.
Oh yeah, probably 1992. I don't
The
remember.
animated one, yeah.
The animated, yeah. Because Lion King came out in 94, right?
Yeah.
And here's freaking McDonald's and Sparrow.
More McDonald's.
But JVC though.
Ah,
Quality audio.
that
and
TV
video.
was really good. I used to have a JVC TV.
What the? Go away, Coke. You're disgusting. You're the reason why.
Fat.
You're one of the reasons why everyone's fat. Stop it. Go away.
Do not recommend
Smokey Joe's
Coca-Cola.
Smokey Joe's Cafe. Nice. We do like them Smokey Joe's. I'm pretty sure that McDonald's is still there too. I'm pretty sure this is like close to Times Square. Peepland. Jesus. Video booths, 25 cents.
There are so many porn references in this 1990s New York City night. I'm losing my mind.
And it's only gotten worse, my friends.
Oh yes. As I said, things were different before the internet took over everything. It was just a different age.
I wonder if these guys are homeless.
I wonder.
Interesting.
It's crazy. You go to New York City now. There's homeless people, especially on like the
Everywhere.
subway. There, it's really everywhere. Like we have a big problem in this country right now, especially in the city. Very unfortunate.
Spirit of Broadway. I feel like I've been in that store before. Crown Plaza Hotel. Where the hell are these hotels? Never seen them before.
Oh my god, more porn stuff. Anal
play thing.
cool. Oral seduction. All right.
Wild heated passion.
I could do that.
I'm assuming these are like porn
Before dating
porn
apps. That's all we
movies.
had. We just had to go to the porn theater, and hopefully someone would want to hook up there.
Pretty sure they're like porn movies or whatever that they're showing in like a theater or something. That's
just
insane.
reminds me of Taxi Driver movie. Where he
Broadway
goes to the
Grill.
porn theater.
Is that World Trade Center? Possibly.
Good question. I don't think so.
I can't fully tell. I've just been so turned around I can't even tell where I'm at. That one looks like the Empire State Building though. He's doing a really poor job of keeping the camera steady. No, I don't think so. I don't know. Can't see the rest of the building. No, if I don't know if that was World Trade Center, then that wouldn't have been the Empire State Building. I'm pretty sure they still do that too. Horse-drawn carriages and shit.
That's pretty awesome, honestly. NBC Studios. Oh, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Yeah, that's the Fresh Prince of Bel Air studio. Shout out.
Bruh. Yeah, this is like Rockefeller Center. Pretty sure.
That's awesome.
There's a limo. Who's getting out of the limo? Who'd he get?
Chris Rock, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you think so?
That'd be nice. Eddie Murphy.
Let's see.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Some hoe. Oh, here we go. Some dude. I don't know.
John Travolta.
He was overweight. That guy was overweight. Pocahontas.
Hey.
Rockefeller Center. Yep. This is where they would have the tree and shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
It'd be right on where it'd be right in here. Yeah, it'd be in here because this is where all the flags are, and then I'm pretty sure back there they'd have the tree when it's like Christmas time. Or it's the other way. I don't know. I can't tell where we are at the moment. It's been a long time since I've been to New York City.
Yeah.
I try to stay as far away from New York City as possible.
Agreed.
New York City is not fun.
I mean, it's good if you're going to like a bar and getting drunk and trying to hit on chicks in the city and just having a good old time. But if you, living in the city seems like a nightmare right now, especially the fact that all the politics going on and people don't care about life.
Bagpipes. We like that.
And
And look, people are wearing like actual nice clothes, semi decent. In
yeah,
1985.
things in the 90s still are not that bad.
Because even like casual wear was still like nice.
We have to go to like people walking around in New York City now. We gotta compare and contrast real quick.
Yeah, let me pull that up for you guys. So let me just bring it back to us. And let me go take a look at that. Just get rid of that.
It 2023. That works. Hopefully it's just not commentary and people just walking around.
What the
hell's that?
What the hell is this? Get this shit out of here.
Goddamn ads.
Who cares about TurboTax, bro?
TurboTax
How I
failed
met
me.
your what?
More ads.
I don't want to know how I met your
This is
whoever.
money now. You can unmute it, I guess. Let's see if there's any.
January 11th.
All right, let's see if there's been any changes. All right, I'm glad to see.
A lot
Okay.
more people. It seems like what the hell just happened there? Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Somebody's phone is whoever is recording this is absolutely atrocious.
Oh my god, this is an hour long.
I just realized that. Let's fast forward a little bit.
All right, let's get it.
I was not seeing more people out. I saw more people out in the 90s version than this.
Come on, dog.
You have to excuse our or their connection. I don't know what it is. All right, seems cool. I feel like there was more people in the 90s footage. Things don't look as lit as they did in the. It looks like about to be a thunderstorm or something. But can't. Okay.
This has got to be their shit. Something's going up.
Yeah, I don't know what is wrong with this footage. It's like speeding up, slowing down.
There's more. I feel like there's more people here, but they're like standing around.
Look at that, just garbage in the middle of the street. What's
Yeah.
happening in New York City, guys?
Yeah, bro. This is what you see in New York City all the time.
Look at that. Someone's wearing a mask. Like, like that. That is my enemy.
People wearing these goose sweaters or jackets or whatever, thinking that they're made of money. Ridiculous. Oh, there's your friend again.
Up.
Oh, there's another one. There's another few.
Morons. So many people
Someone
wearing
on their
that.
phone.
I cannot. Yeah,
See, this guy knows what's up,
he gets it.
and I think this person too, almost kind of getting there. Are you stopping in the middle of
Construction. Yes, I mean it kind of looks like there's less people around. Maybe because New York is just doing such a horrible job at everything right now that people don't even want to be around the city. Or maybe it's just one of those days, just cold. Let's see if we can find a really recent one, like from March maybe.
Where the hell is this freaking person at?
What is? I want to go there.
What the hell?
Yeah, might be. Right. Coming at you back with the track. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't know what's going about.
Overweight and wearing a mask.
Yeah, it's not good. Would not recommend.
I've never been to this place before.
Yeah.
This is jams to the people.
See,
He's-
look,
and he's
people,
vlogging.
everybody's an influencer now.
He's vlogging.
Everybody's vlogging now.
He's vlogging it up.
I have no idea what this place is.
Neither do I. This can't be Grand Central.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is.
And if it is, they fucking redid this shit like super quick. Well, it is a train station of some sort. I don't know what it is. Is it Manhattan? There's gotta be another train station other than Grand Central, right? Because this can't be Grand Central. It's too nice. In comparison to the last time we were there? Shit.
Anything else you want to look at?
I don't know. Doesn't really.
Want to just go into the 20s?
You want me to go? Let's go even deeper.
Yeah, let's compare and contrast. Let's go even further in time. From the 30s
My
to the 60s to the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s back to the 20s.
my everything is like trying to die right now.
All right, so let's see some really cool stuff. All right, so maybe let's try that one. The 11
This-
months ago. Yeah, that one. Yeah, all right. Let's take a look at the real thing, guys. Let's have some. Let's look at what it is. Okay, not historically accurate.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we go.
catch you guys. Still working on our camera stuff. I think
Jesus,
Is it-
fuck, bro.
it
Holy
says sound design added, so I don't even know if that's.
Broadway, the heart of New York.
There's a lot more people walking around.
Look
Actually,
at all.
all right, here's a learning lesson. There are so many more people walking around in the older videos that we're looking at compared to the newer videos that we were looking at. I think it was just more popular to be outside, to be walking around. I mean, I know the one video we were looking at was taken from like when it was January, and maybe I don't know what season this is, but still, you could see more people outside. There's more like little cars, not as much. You know, it seemed to be kind of a more peaceful time.
Fifth Avenue Shopping Center.
See, there's just a lot more people outside
Everybody
than there
looking
were now,
nice.
which is another lesson to you guys to actually
These
go
Model
outside.
Ts.
Yeah, it's another lesson for you guys to go outside and experience the world more, because a lot of you guys spend way too much time inside on your phones, and you're not even in the real world. Look, you got a lot of you guys are not even in the real world. You literally live in technology. You live in a fantasy internet island when the real world is happening outside, and you spend so much time and hours sedating yourself in technology, you completely forget what real life tastes like. But they knew back then. They knew what was going on.
The Plaza Hotel, valued at $13 million.
What?
Wall Street.
Ah, Wall Street, the enemy. Rich kids.
There it is.
Oh, look, America. Look what people used to value. Look at that. Oh, look at all those
Jesus
people.
Christ.
Oh, wow. Now that's crowded. And everybody's wearing it looks like everybody's
Everyone's
wearing the
like
same thing.
hat.
Yeah, it's like that Spider-Man meme, literally to like did they to the 1000th degree.
Just
Like,
everyone's pointing at each other.
yeah. Hey, you're wearing my suit. No, that's my suit. Oh yeah, it's both of our suits.
The elevated or aerial railway. I've seen the aerial railway before. And you see it in Spider-Man 2 from 2004.
It's great.
Which
links up New York. Okay. Yeah, damn, that's a really cool train. Is it bad that I'd rather live in this era than the previous video that we were just looking at? Would you? What would you rather live in? Would you rather live in this time?
Yeah, this time.
Yeah, right.
1,000,000%.
Imagine living in the 20s, the roaring 20s. What a gift.
42nd Street, Broadway, one of New York's most crowded thoroughfares.
God
Or
damn.
thoroughfares, whatever.
It's just an average day in the city, you know. That's crazy. That's just one little street. Got a bus. Ding, ding, ding.
This is like a trolley or a tram.
That's cool.
Chinatown, home of the city's Chinese community. They're all dapper too.
Yeah, they're still wearing the fancy suits. Imagine if people wore like stuff like this in today in the city. Like, wow, like how
Crazy.
different it would be.
A lot of
people,
littering, though.
if people like dressed more modestly, like outside, and if it was like socially encouraged.
On the other
Now
side
we
of the
just
bridge
now
is
we just
Brooklyn.
encourage no clothes at all. Now everybody just wants to wear nothing.
Oh no!
Oh god,
We don't condone this.
This is why America's fat, because freaking all you see is ads that
we don't
promote unhealthy food everywhere in every
condone that.
video. Man.
We also don't condone AI.
Yeah, and that's a whole nother video we got to do on AI, because our doomsday is looking a lot more worse than I thought.
Yeah, AI be crazy. And this is Brooklyn. And I think I've been down the street before because I've seen the bridge like that before. It's crazy. Crazy looking. Brooklyn has its Swedish, Jewish, and Italian quarters.
I'm getting Godfather vibes right now, like Godfather, the second one, when it takes place in like their earlier days.
Park Avenue, home of the elite,
who are winning right now.
This does look really nice.
So nice.
Yeah, to the west of New York is Riverside Drive, bordering the Hudson River. Yeah, I'd rather live.
It is really cool, you guys. A lot of you guys don't know. Mike and I are in Jersey. We're only like an hour away from the city, so we could go if we wanted to, but we don't want to get shot and die, so we're not gonna go.
The monument created to General Grant, one of the generals of the Civil War. Jane d'Arc statue. Joan d'Arc.
That's cool.
The Woolworth building. Gothic style. I love the Gothic style.
Pretty badass.
Actually, that kind of reminds me of the building that they used for Osborn's house in Spider-Man. This is the Brooklyn. We come to Coney Island.
Oh,
let's take a look at Coney Island. Look at that the beach at Coney Island. There's so many people.
This was at a time when people valued America more, because it was like literally the land of opportunity. I mean, it still is, but this is when it was really like, I want to go to America now because I'm sick of living in my country. And now everybody just hates on America. Everybody just hates on themselves. Oh, that's crowded.
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy.
can't catch me there. Even back then.
Ain't nobody obese over there.
Yeah, no, I don't really see that many. Yeah, times do change. Less fortunate folk holiday on the Hudson.
Less fortunate folk.
That's where they be roses. There, I'm sorry. They create like a board.
That's pretty cool though. It's probably during the summer.
I would be doing
No, that's really cool. You.
Special thanks. Thanks. We appreciate you.
Yeah, guys. So let us know in the comments section what you think about this old footage. We figured we'd have some fun. Oh, can't see us. That's the struggles of the camera sometimes. Guys, you have to excuse
It's
that.
on autofocus. I don't get why it's. Anyway.
We got the mic perfect, but now we have you guys can see my hand.
So, guys, if you enjoyed this video,
Yeah, we still got technical things to get better on this, but we're gonna improve on it.
anyway, guys. So, if you enjoyed this live stream, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, check out all of our other stuff that we got going on, and donate to our Cash App.
Link
It'll
in the
definitely
description
help.
below.
And so then this camera won't be so blurry on us anymore.
Right, and leave a comment below, like the video,
yeah.
subscribe, as Mike said, and we're gonna see you in the next live stream or video.